Thanks for the tier 1 sub, Jack. I appreciate that.
But yeah, let's go ahead and go to sleep, cry a little bit.
Oh, that's my favorite pastime.
You feel very tired. Let's sleep.
I think it's time to call it in.
Hello, Funky Grandpa.
Hello there. Stop
Funky
calling me
Grandpa.
that.
This.
Welcome.
Hello.
It's been quite some time.
Why cry? Because our cousin died and came back to life, and then we had all the shit in Namatame's room. Of course we're gonna fucking cry and sleep. It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world.
Okay.
That's not what
I
I'm
have
worrying
summoned
about.
you within your dreams.
Yeah, I figured that much. Does Marie have more poetry or something? What's going on?
Now then,
Can we not stick
your
with the poetry?
journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
If you have a ruin
I don't
scene
know.
button, I'm gonna straight up ignore it for right now, Josh.
I don't know. Can you put your arm, your
Splendid.
entire hand in an actual natural way instead of having it your fingers in the awkward position?
That just reminded me of that one kid from that old video where he's just trying to explain something and he just stumbles over his words so hard.
Oh, no.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I just can't describe what he was saying.
The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge.
Igor, I have a question.
Can we drive off a cliff, please?
Igor, I have a question.
What is it, you annoying child?
Who's driving the fucking limo?
I don't know.
But
No name.
you're the master of the Velvet Room.
I don't know half the people I hire. Your point being?
I like to think it's Fedor.
Why would I believe it?
Margaret, I don't know the first thing to drive a car.
No, plot twist. It's actually Lavenza. Small ass Lavenza just driving the limo.
I can't see. I can't see. Maggie, don't. No. No. No.
If we continue
that's
driving
Igor saying it.
blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach.
Yeah, so what do you fucking drive? I put Margaret in charge. She seems responsible.
Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Okay. Also, good night, guy. Have a good sleep.
It was for
If you're
that
gonna take us back
purpose
to the
that I
past and have a
summoned
new
you
game
here
plus,
tonight.
not now.
Margaret?
Plot twist: the limo crashed, and you are in another dream. Oh, damn.
I'm sorry, I just got distracted for a second. That sounded exactly like using a potion in fucking Bookworm Adventures.
Oh my god. I don't get it.
It's a game that was for PC, came out early 2000s. The sound effect that played when Margaret reached out her hand sounded exactly like using a potion in that game. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, well, I quit pretending.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
I'm going to think about my life and set my own path.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about Volleyball Kid. I am so sorry.
God damn it.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
All right, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need. If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Yes, Juan.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
No.
Yes.
Together.
Together, everyone.
Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction.
Do it.
Through this dense fog.
Oh. It seems the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment.
while I confirm our current heading.
It is time for a boss battle against Igor. Have fun.
As I mentioned
Oh, no.
previously,
You ready
this
to get
year will signal a
destroyed?
great change in your life.
Prepare your.
Though
Prepare
there
your
isn't much
butthole.
time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
Okay.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently.
Yeah, not a problem, Juan.
Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so.
I wonder what a Persona
what a-
game would be like if you were of a bad guy team. You
Interesting to
die
think
on
about at the very least.
you die on Christmas. That's how it goes.
The state of this
Yeah.
room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
So wait, if it affects your heart, what was the point of the elevator in Persona 3?
I get it. I don't get it.
Nickton, I'm gonna assume that was. I have no clue what you said.
Yeah, you.
I'm
said
back.
Something that could...
I'm back.
Welcome back. Seems you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door, as the doorbell ringing would indicate.
It's Fedor.
Hello there.
Hi.
Teddy's missing.
Yeah.
No
I
shit.
looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Do you want to put up missing posters? That's what I was trying to think of. Missing posters.
missing
Me
bear,
too.
Teddy.
He was acting all weird lately.
We'll pay $200 from Yosuke's account.
Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Sure. I'll be happy to. Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to look for him.
I think he's still walking on that lonely road.
Jockey Milk Night.
The only one that he's ever known.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rise. Hi, Kanji.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
Well,
Look
if
at
you
the
did at
fog.
this point of the game, I don't think you could do much against the shadows. I'm sorry.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do
What about
better.
the glasses?
I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. This may be a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... let's, think about this, guys.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for
Kinda
Teddy
did just
myself,
now.
but let's trust in him and
Kinda.
await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
What's up?
Let's quickly review the
Melody.
facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
Or, in hearing me out, there's another fucking culprit.
You lost me.
Of course you lost. Why don't you go punch? Why don't you go punch shit in the shadow? Oh wait, never mind.
Wait a
How about you
minute.
keep the bitch warm?
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean?
Not necessarily, Jack. I'm just saying that's probably the possibility here. If he has an alibi, we only know about Namatame, and he wasn't the one that killed whatever the fuck her name was in Saki-senpai, then odds would point...
Miss
Yamano, thank you. But all I'm saying is, if everything points to him not being responsible for that, then in turn that points to someone else did that. That's just how logic works.
I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior, and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
Mm-hmm.
No.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while.
Sure, what's up?
When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
You really gotta value your intelligence more, Chie.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai in that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The alibi. The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Namatame's diary.
But that points straight at Namatame. Come on, man.
The warning letter.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Why would
Didn't it get sent to the crime lab?
Don't worry, we have a detective with us. Recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, "Don't rescue or kill"?
Yeah, and the "will be put in and killed" part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like, "I'll put in and kill"?
Hey, could this mean
that there's someone else? Namatame wrote it wrong.
Namatame didn't write it.
I like the idea of the first one.
No.
He wrote it wrong.
It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right?
Right.
If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died.
Right.
If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did.
Mm-hmm.
It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai in the announcer?
There you go, Yosuke.
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
Y'all work together to take another step towards the truth.
Where's Namatame? Oh, we just moved into Chicago. Ow.
Sure, let's go from Japan all the way to Chicago, Illinois. Why not?
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
That's fine. We have 2 smart people. We can figure it out.
I have a
We'll
plan.
jump from the TV.
There's one of them.
But there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Alright, let's do it, Naoto.
It's time to step on
Hey,
up
this
to
place
the
is off limits.
Yeah, and I'm the protagonist. What you gonna do about it?
Oh shit, go,
I'm a
by all
consultant
means, go
with
right
the
ahead, sir.
police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
No.
This is Unit 252 requesting
What the fuck?
confirmation
Oh,
on an
never
ID.
mind.
Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah. Understood. I see.
Name of Naoto Shirogane.
Well,
Oh,
you're on the
what?
list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
Hi, I'm currently his adoptive son. You're gonna let me in. Also, I'm the protagonist.
I'll vouch
Somewhere
for
in
his
the corner.
identity.
Oh shit, oh shit, it's Pro
Well, I
Tycoon.
guess
Alright,
it's
we'll
better
go
than
right
dealing
in.
with the man
I guess.
himself. We have our hands full with the transport
Pro
procedures, so the last
Tycoon.
thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh?
252.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should
it the
back up your
Monado?
colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san.
The Monado.
A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds
So now you
serious.
can have it, Mom Car!
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Thank
Understood.
you.
Please be careful.
He sounds sick.
He
It
does.
sounds like he has
I
like
knew
the
they were
sniffles.
undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Well, that was easy.
Hi, guys.
Wow! There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right. And now's our chance to
It's
talk
a
to
piece of
Namatame.
it's the piece of the meteorite.
Would it be better for just Naoto and I to go in this case?
Oh, I found the rock. Great.
Great. And then it suddenly starts playing music. What the fuck?
I found a hidden song.
So,
Awesome.
Yo, what's up?
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
It seems he understands what you're saying. What you do, ask him. Who'd you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Did you kill those 2 girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death.
I did not know
Thus,
that
to
yet.
save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process, as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first 2 victims?
Yeah, this is what we already discussed in the courtyard, guys.
Yeah.
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Who killed the first 2?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You... believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Right.
Only... you?
Hi, we're special.
We did blame you for everything at first.
The investigation team.
I'm Protag-kun. These are my bitches. You're gonna tell us. You're gonna tell us some shit,
I'm
okay?
your girlfriend, you asshole!
Exactly, my bitches.
Chie, sweetie, calm.
I'm breaking up with you.
All right, Yosuke, you want a date?
Good, that means Reese stays available.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind. Never mind. I think that's funny.
No, sweetie, it's okay. I still love you.
Just go.
So wait,
just keep going, please.
So wait. Since Chie is out, can I be part of the party now? No, Kanji. You're still sitting on the bench.
Kanji, no.
Kanji.
No, how this is gonna work is if Chie wants to leave everything, we're gonna give Reese a gun and hope everything works.
But now I
Oh,
think we
thank
can
God.
accept whatever you got
That's
to tell
fine with
us
me.
as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You willing to listen? Do my story?
I mean, we don't have anything else to do. It's December 4th, so by all means.
We have nothing else to do until we actually know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
All right.
All right, everyone. Info dump time. Let's get going.
Who's ready for a plot dump?
Yay! With animated cutscenes and all. Or at least
Soon
will
after
be.
my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane.
I can't even blame you for that, dude. All of a sudden, your hand just going into TV? It's nuts.
In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got
Cole
to
Phelps, advice. So
I
tell
was
me what
fired
happened
on
in the
spot,
TV world.
as I expected.
Cole Phelps, not now.
That wasn't what broke me, though.
Phelps, not now. Anyway.
It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatame is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again.
It's just so weird out of context. I'm not going to submit it, but it's just like, take this, give it to someone who's never played Persona at all. Let them try to figure out what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I confirmed
My God.
none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program.
About the Midnight Channel.
I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl.
Awasaki.
She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
Right.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone?
I mean, you see her 2 frames of animation, dude. She can't really pick up the phone right now.
Come on!
Yeah.
The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again.
Actually, thinking about it, that's interesting. You're wrong on your point that you're trying to make, Josh. They rolled that out pretty early. But it's weird that Kanji was the only male that got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Just something to think about.
And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Right.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
Josh, no, that's been
You referred
deconfirmed
to
since
Nanako-chan,
Kanji.
correct?
We already talked about it.
Never mind, fuck.
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was.
Yeah.
I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself.
Yeah. I must have felt too guilty. He didn't. You skipped that line.
Sorry.
I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool.
You guys do realize we only had a couple minutes in here, right? How long are we gonna deal with this object?
I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
I mean, I can't really blame him. Just based on what he had in terms of information at the time, I can't blame him for thinking the way he did.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
What's done is done, man.
I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that.
That sounds so good, Moo. Leftover chicken spaghetti is what Moon had for dinner. Sounds good.
Oh, wow.
I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
Because we kept on saving the people, and he thought that actually saved them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a never-ending loop, basically.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
Kanji, punch him
Meow.
in the face.
Oh no.
Kanji, punch him in the face.
Finally, some action.
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait.
Yeah, what's up?
I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan.
Yeah, say that in front of the cop. That's a great idea.
I don't give a shit about the cop. I'm pro
Clear
tycoon.
now. He never committed any
What are they
murders.
talking about?
Oh, well, if you're pro tycoon, then I'll just see my way. Hey, wait a minute. That's not going to work twice.
Kanji, punch him again.
Oh, yeah.
It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
I mean, if we can't use Teddy as a distraction, we could always use Rise as a distraction.
I think she's too busy looking at Senpai.
Oh.
Though
Yeah,
she was,
you're right.
Though she was always one to adapt to the spotlight when it counted.
True.
Now get out of here!
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen.
Also,
fuck
hey,
you.
Shadow, how's it going?
Sheesh.
Bruh.
I better not see you rascals here again.
Rascals. That's cute.
Alright.
Bye.
Please, calm down. You angry asshole.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
Okay.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow you'll be going all out to talk to people in town. was finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit. Decided to go home early today and get some rest.
Will we find it? Will we reach out to the truth? Let's see.
We'll find out next time on Persona 4 Golden.
On Dragon.
This month's Patreon is MaggieFall. Thank you very much for your support. If you would also like to support the channel, links are going to be down below. Thank you for watching.